Incredible afternoon, everyone. Incredible afternoon. So, I wanted to come live because I part of our business here is helping small businesses, specifically in the creative entrepreneurial space. Whether you sell blanks, you sell classes, you sell customized products, and things of that nature. And oftentimes, dealing with, it's we're all going to have customer service issues. And I see a lot of people where they basically bend their policies, or you feel like as a small business owner you have to give people the world because oh well, you're smaller, you're not given the same grace as larger companies. No matter what you do, which is done in the correct manner, you cannot please everyone. So there are going to be some that's not going to agree with this live and the way that I'm putting out this. However, this person did go and post on my public social media page. And this is definitely not in any way, shape, or form to bash the person and their thoughts, their feelings. I cannot control their thoughts, their feelings. They were not satisfied with the interaction or the options that they were given. And this just goes to show that you cannot please everyone. The customer is not always right. Some people say that. We get caught up in this wanting to, you know, not make waves, and we don't want bad reviews. One thing for certain, two things for sure, that is that nothing about HS Inc. 365, honestly speaking, brand is dishonest. We are a very professional company. We do, we provide a lot of information. Specifically from myself as being the face of like the company with promoting the products and things like that. Um, and I don't necessarily, really get worked up about bad reviews. I mean, hey, again, we cannot please everyone. This is not the first non-favorable review that we've gotten, and it won't be the last, because everyone, their purchases are personal to them and they expect things to be handled how they want versus what your policies are. So this is also to encourage those who are creative entrepreneurs or just small business owners to document everything, have everything in black and white in writing, which is why, I know some of you guys don't like it when I refer you to sending us an email. Like, you want to inbox me, and I'm trying to kind of like get, you guys out of my inbox with, communicate with us about orders via the inbox on our website or by email. We don't respond to, or I don't respond to inboxes on Instagram, inboxes on my personal, like Shaquille Lavelle Facebook page. Now, if it comes on the business page, yes, we respond to those, but we prefer it to be in a more professional setting, so that way there are no lines crossed, everything is laid out. So I want to preference this in kind of giving some background to the review that was left here. Okay. And how all this transpired. And this is to say that you can literally do everything within your power that you can do according to your policies and not please a customer. Guys, I have said it time and time again. Don't let a bad review feel like it's going to ruin your reputation. You're not going to get any sales because it's one person. Now, for me, I'm putting it out here. I'm putting, this negative, I guess you can say, quote unquote, negative review out there for the world to see. Those can, people can choose to not do business with me because of their experience, or see the true customer service in this whole thing and understand that it's not the business. Sometimes you have to take accountability for the things that you do. So as we know, when it comes to converting Epson printers, you take a risk in that. Epson does not even honor the warranty when you go and you convert it and you are using third-party cartridges, third-party chips, third-party inks in their printers. So it's amazing to me how should something happen, you're not going to go to Epson and say, hey, this isn't working or whatever, I want you to change this. I want you to send me a new one. Oh, it doesn't matter what ink. If they go and they tell you, hey, you use a different type of cartridge, a different type of ink, we cannot replace this because it goes against our warranty. It is what it is. You chose to take on that risk when you chose to convert these printers. When it comes to the 7820, 7840, 7310, and C7000 printers, they are the newer models and they have single-use chips. It is a newer technology. When these first came out, you had to buy the cartridges without the chips on them, and then purchase Epson chips and replace those, which got kind of pricey for a lot of people, right? So most people, people are really, really pushing, hey, is there going to be a solution to this where we can get some chips that are a little bit cheaper, because this gets kind of pricey with buying $13 chips or $30 chips, and the prints don't last that long. So, of course, the powers that be over in China created, and they were able to get chips programmed. But as I've stated before, this is newer technology. So it's not going to always work 100%. Once we saw that there was a potential issue and that there were issues with the chips, we went and tested every single chip on a cartridge. We took them, we opened up all the cartridges, took all the chips off, put them in our 7840 and tested and made sure each and every one of them reads. We are not the creators of the Epson printers. We do not know why some chips read in certain printers and others do not. All we can do is do our due diligence on our side, which we did for several days in testing each of the chips before we put them in circulation to go out. So with this particular person, they ordered some chips before. They had an issue with it. We asked them to send pictures. We asked them to send them back. And their response to me was, well, I had something to do. I had orders to get out. I didn't have time to deal with this. I threw them away. What can I do? I can't replace something that you can't send to me and that I can check and verify. Even when we have people send them to us, every time we get a return, I record a video opening up that package, putting them in our printers and showing if they do not work. Okay. And we send them, it's an unlisted video. We send them the link for them to see that it works in our printer. Again, we do not know why it works in some printers and not others. So, and even when we go and we see that they work, we don't bother to just send that one back to them. We go and we still send them a brand new set. But as a small business, then we're paying for the return shipping. We're basically having chips that, well, they basically just go back in rotation because we see that they work, but then we have to pay for the return shipping, like to return it to them. So like the replacement shipping back to them. So at that point, what money are we making off of this if we're having to pay for the shipping twice, right? So there are certain things that you simply cannot take hits on in business. There's things that you just cannot continue to take the hit on. So we said, look, you all have to take the risk of this. You're choosing to convert a printer. If you didn't want to deal with these issues, then that's where you get a Sawgrass, or you get an actual like Epson sublimation printer where it is completely covered. But in taking these printers and trying to convert them to be something that they're not, you are taking a risk in that. So the person went and they said they got them from somewhere else. They all worked. So I guess they figured, okay, hey, we'll give you another try. So they ordered some. And I guess when they went in there, the magentas did not work. Now, I'm not sure if it was this person or somebody else. One set worked when they first put it in there. They no, somebody else, I think they did that. But she said both of the magentas did not work. Now, for two different sets to not work, I mean, that's kind of, okay, did you put them on correctly? Like there has to be something to where both sets did not work. So I basically said, we have said in our policy, we will not go back and forth. It is unfortunate that you felt like none of our products work for you. So if they do not work for you, you are more than welcome to return them for a refund. I offered this person a refund. I'm going to pull this up. And because we have tested and verified every chip worked, we took every chip and put it on a cartridge, put them in R7840, ensure they did not show an X. I'm not sure why it is not registering in your printer. You can return them and we can refund you. But if we send you another set and those do not work in your printer, we cannot keep sending chips until one works. Did I or did I not provide customer service? I explained what would happen with the chips. We understand that this is an inconvenience. However, it is the unfortunate downside to using third-party chips and cartridges with the newer Epson printers. Their response to me was LOL, whatever. LOL, whatever is what their response was to me. So to come on to our page, and this is the only reason why you put it out here on our public. You did not inbox, you didn't email us. I never put any of these messages out because it wasn't privy to anyone as far as what transpired. But when you come on our page, and it's our public page, and you go and say things like, we're dishonest, you felt violated, and I'm trying to figure out, where did the violation come in at? Where was the dishonesty in this whole interaction? It did not work for you, but we did our due diligence. We offered you a solution and said that you can return them for a full refund if you didn't want to deal with them. And because we cannot go and just keep sending you chip after chip after chip until one works, like, we are not going to do that. So if you don't want to go with that, because if we send you one, it doesn't work, hey, that's the end of that. I'm not sending you another one. So you can choose to just simply get a refund. If that does not satisfy you, I'm not sure what you want me to do. So I'm not sure where you were violated at, because we offered you a refund. So I'm doing this live just to show that you cannot please everyone. You are going to have people who are set in their ways. I mean, I'm not going to share all of the messages, but she kind of came back at me as if I didn't know what I was talking about and told me that this was me. It was our chips. It was this, that, and the third, through whatever her degree was in or her specialty and all this. Okay, ma'am, I understand that. And I respect whatever experience you have. But I also know these printers like the back of my hand. I know what we did on our side. And when we sent the chips out, I cannot speak for any other company, but we made sure that each of the chips worked. And that is all that we can do. And so to you guys, all that you can do is make sure that you are providing the best customer service. You are providing a product. You are making sure that you know how to properly apply a vinyl to a shirt so that it doesn't peel. Yet you know how to properly sublimate, that you know how to properly even glue together paper to where someone's chip bag doesn't burst in shipping. All you can do is run your business. You cannot change the thoughts, opinions, and minds of others. The customer is not always right, and you are not always wrong. There's always going to be their side, your side, and the truth will fall somewhere within that. And that is all we can do as business owners, is stand on our truths and make sure that we have crossed all of our T's and dotted all of our I's. So I just want this experience that I had to go through to be an encouragement to each and every one of you to just stand your ground. Have your policies in place. Don't waver from them, because when you start to waver for one, you're going to have to do it for someone else, and so forth and so forth. It may not be the solution or the resolution that they want, but do what's best for your business so that you're not the whole goal of this is to make money. And if they're not going to go to Epson and say, okay, hey, why is this not working with somebody else's stuff? You can't kind of come to us and do the same thing. Okay. He says, thank you for the consistency you give us. You are very welcome. He's like, help me, coach. So did not want to spend too much time on here. I just wanted to come on, and although it may not come off, or to some people seem like it's not encouraging, but I deal with, and I not only are you guys, not only do you guys purchase from us, and you are, you support and you buy from our business, I still teach about creative business. I do my lives on helping you guys thrive in your business. And policies are so important, guys. I teach this to my creative business students all the time about policies and sticking with them and making sure that you have them in black and white, making sure that you have a process, a professional process, a paper trail that you can, if anything ever goes awry, you can print those things out. You have all those correspondence to cover yourself. Make sure that you guys cover yourself first in business. You come first. And as long as you are doing what you are supposed to do, whether they are satisfied or not, you are in the clear. All right. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.